Stephen Quartz, Cool, How the Brain's Hidden Quest for Cool Drives Our Economy and Shapes Our World. In Cool, How the Brain's Hidden Quest for Cool Drives Our Economy and Shapes Our World, Stephen Quartz takes readers on a fascinating journey through the complex world of decision-making and its impact on our everyday lives. The book focuses on the three pleasure machines within the brain: survival, habit, and goal, that influence our behavior in various ways. By exploring the concept of cool and its role in shaping our choices, Quartz delves into the social component of consumption, touching upon subjects like human biology, cultural evolution, and the ever-changing definitions of cool in the modern world.
Unraveling the three pleasure machines. Our decision-making process is driven by three subconscious pleasure machines in the brain: the survival, habit, and goal pleasure machines. The survival pleasure machine operates on instinct, helping us make quick decisions to ensure our survival. The habit pleasure machine influences our daily routines, dictating our behavior through repetition. The goal pleasure machine is the rational and conscious force, enabling us to weigh the pros and cons of decisions while taking into account our social values and desired self-image. Every day, we make countless decisions, from trivial choices at the supermarket to more complex life-altering ones. Unbeknownst to us, our decision-making process is steered by three pleasure machines within our brain, each influencing our actions in their unique ways. The survival pleasure machine is the primal force, propelling us into action based on our instincts. For example, if we're hungry and presented with a delicious meal, we're likely to eat as much as we can, driven by our innate need to survive and thrive. Next, the habit pleasure machine shapes our familiar routines and mundane activities. Often operating behind the scenes, it has us engage in behaviors so frequently that they become second nature. A typical example is our daily ritual of enjoying a cup of coffee as soon as we wake up. Lastly, the goal pleasure machine is the more conscious decision maker, enabling us to rationally evaluate choices by assessing their pros and cons. In addition to logic, this machine takes into account our beliefs and values, influencing decisions based on our desired self-image and how we want others to perceive us. For instance, when choosing between two salad dressings, we may opt for the organic, locally produced option to signal our commitment to healthy living and environmental sustainability. In conclusion, our seemingly simple decisions are a result of a constant dance between the survival, habit, and goal pleasure machines in our brains. Understanding these subconscious forces can empower us to appreciate and optimize our decision-making processes more effectively. Craving coolness, unraveling the secret. Remember the thrill of wearing a new outfit as a child, eagerly anticipating the praise and admiration of others? This desire for social recognition and fear of embarrassment is deeply ingrained in human nature. Famed economist, Adam Smith, noted that we consume not only for mere survival, but to assert ourselves socially. Trendy products such as high-end sneakers aren't essential to our lives, but they gain fame through the world of street fashion and the coolness factor they exude. When evaluating coolness, our brain activates the medial prefrontal cortex, the area responsible for assessing how others perceive us. Unconsciously, we buy products like sneakers not just for their aesthetics, but also for the social benefits they bring. This relentless pursuit of social standing has an undeniably profound impact on our economy and society. Unveiling the need for status. The craving for status is a fundamental human trait, deeply rooted in our evolutionary history. Contrary to traditional thought, which places consumerism as a product of artificial needs, it is our innate drive for social connection that fuels our desires. We consume to signal our individuality, to gain acknowledgement and validation from our peers, all in an instinctual pursuit of well-being. In the past, consumerism was seen as a frivolous race for material possessions, driven by social competition. The American economist Thorstein Veblen viewed products as mere trophies, symbols meant to elevate our social standing. Similarly, Richard Easterlin suggested that our consumption patterns were a result of a constant struggle to maintain a relative position in society. However, a more compelling argument emerges from evolutionary biology. Humans have always competed and cooperated in an effort to connect with one another. Products and consumption have transformed into new tools we use to communicate our individuality and gain social recognition. Much like peacocks display their vibrant tails to attract mates, humans showcase their possessions to garner favorable reactions from their peers. Our need for social belonging supersedes any artificial desire for competition. The choices we make, from the clothing we wear to the technology we use, ultimately stem from a primeval impulse to connect and feel valued. Defining cool through subcultures. Gaining status within a group is contingent on being interesting to its members, which often drives individuals to seek social reward elsewhere, thereby contributing to the formation of new subcultures. As consumption patterns align with these emerging cultures, it reshapes the predominant social order and redefines what is considered cool. The concept of coolness evolves over time, and what once stood as a symbol of opposition now promotes positive societal change. In pursuit of social validation, people are often drawn towards groups where they can achieve a rewarding status. If they fail to capture interest within a group, they might be inclined to explore alternative associations, resulting in the development of new cultures. Over time, consumption habits become intertwined with these emergent subcultures, becoming a way to assert their distinct identity. A prime example occurred in the 1950s when a subculture formed around blue jeans and leather jackets, signifying defiance against conformist ideals. This rebellious fashion made brands capitalize on the trend and ultimately led to a plethora of unique styles, including mods, rockers, punks, and goths. This phenomenon shares similarities with Darwin's concept of natural selection. Diverging subcultures provide different avenues for status and recognition. The definition of cool changes in response to evolving societal norms and values. For instance, today's media praises highly educated tech entrepreneurs wearing flip-flops and hoodies, as modern society values education and sustainability. As a result, the current notion of cool pushes for positive changes and unconventional thinking, instead of anti-establishment sentiments of the past. An excellent illustration is the success of the Toyota Prius. Although it lacks the conventionally cool aura associated with a Mustang or Ferrari, its environmentally friendly design has captivated modern audiences who appreciate innovation and respect global impact. In this new era, coolness is derived from the drive to make the world a better, cleaner place.
Stephen Quartz's book offers valuable insights into the intricate workings of our brains, and the quest for cool that drives our consumption behaviors. By understanding the dynamics of the three pleasure machines, survival, habit, and goal, and the evolutionary basis for our desire for status and social recognition, readers can better comprehend the deep-rooted motives behind their everyday decisions. The role of cultural evolution and shifting perceptions of cool are also vital in shaping our consumption habits, ultimately influencing the larger framework of society and the economy. In a nutshell, cool sheds light on the invisible forces that mold our choices, allowing readers to become more self-aware and better equipped to navigate the ever-evolving landscape of consumer behavior.